Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got an interesting show for you coming up. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about rat poison. And is it overloaded right now for Tennessee fans? Yeah, the rat poison is strong with this team right now.
I'm trying to get our players to listen to me instead of listening to you guys. You know, all that stuff you write about how good we are and all that stuff they hear on ESPN, it's like poison. You know what I mean? It's like taking poison, like rat poison. All right, so I'm asking them, are you going to listen to me or are you going to listen to these guys about how good you are?
Yep. Saban says it right. Everybody's picking the Vols against Oklahoma, and a lot of people think they're going to blow them out. And it's all over YouTube. It's all over the media. Everybody's talking really good about the Tennessee Vols. And yours truly has been a little bit guilty of that as well. This is going to be a heck of a ball game. Oklahoma is loaded with talent just like Tennessee is. Probably just as good a talent. We're just better in a few spots. And I do like our offense better with Heupel and Nico. And our momentum's huge. And they've had a lot of injuries at Oklahoma. So this is going to be a heck of a ball game. But I'm just going to show you how bad the rat poison is right now. And I'm hoping the Tennessee Vols don't listen to all this because it's dangerous. And here are some examples.
And I'm telling you right now, this is your warning. I tried warning you before the 2023 season, but now people are starting to see it. College football isn't ready for what Tennessee football is about to do. But Heupel has turned this program around way faster than anybody expected. He has done an incredible job. You look up in 2022, and Tennessee dang near made it to the college football playoff. They finally got over the hump and beat Alabama. It was a great season. Yeah, I know it didn't end the way they wanted it to, but considering how pitiful Tennessee was for that 15-year stretch, you can't be too mad. 2023 wasn't so hot, but heading into that season, I remember making a video and talking about the situation. I told each and every single one of you, this one-year run Tennessee had in 2022, it's not a fluke. They're here to stay. Fast forward into our current date and time, you see where Tennessee's at. In my humble opinion, I've stated I think they're one of the best teams in the nation currently. Can that change? Absolutely. But right now, 3 games through the season, they look like one of the best teams in the nation. I got to call it for how I see it.
Yeah, so Matt definitely sees it basically the same way I have. And I've watched enough of his videos to know he's been very consistent. He thinks Josh Heupel is a great coach and going to lead the Vols to some sort of championship. We'll see what that is, but he's looking really good. All right, here's another example of the rat poison.
Everybody better be on notice and recognize what Tennessee is. We can talk shit all we want. Oh, it's just Tennessee. It's just Tennessee. Yeah. Well, this is just a different Tennessee football team under Josh Heupel. And it seems like they gunning for that natty. I'm telling you that right now. Usually Tennessee will drop a game or two that they don't supposed to drop, but I don't see it this year. I don't see it. And if you look at Tennessee's schedule, if you just look at it, who they got next, like I said, number 15, Oklahoma. And they going to take care of Oklahoma with no problem. Watch what I tell you. I'm not guaranteeing that they'll score 50 on Oklahoma, but I'm guaranteeing they're going to blow Oklahoma out. I bet you that with no damn problem.
He's been consistent as well. It's serious rat poison, and he should know better. He's a Saban guy, but he's seeing it like I am too. So much rat poison, so much. And here's a guy who's rooting against us so hard I can't even begin to tell you, and even he sees it.
I think in this game, what we're going to see, the way this is going to play out here is I just think that you're going to have trouble, Oklahoma, moving the football. Tennessee's defense has been really, really good, and yes, I can continue to point out the level of competition, but until we've seen them give up a bunch of yards, it stands to reason they're not going to give up a bunch of yards. I mean, your rush attack has been awful. It's been absolutely terrible outside of the game against Temple, and I mean I don't count that. You have not been able to run the football effectively all year long. I mean, your quarterback's been your leading rusher in 2 games. You really don't want to see that. You want to see a more balanced attack. The loss of several offensive linemen to the transfer portal looks to have hurt you pretty significantly, and I don't think that this is the team that you have that get-right game against.
Yeah, that's got to hurt, having to say all that. But he knows it's true. And, he's rooting against us so hard. Now, like I said, even yours truly, I had my two brothers on the other day, and my middle brother, Chilmont, is Mr. Rat Poison right now, and he's normally Mr. Negative, but he's so pumped on the Vols he can't stand it.
With the depth that we have at the defensive line, if we get to their quarterback, rush them, I think we're going to win the ball game handily unless we just turn the ball over.
Well, that's the thing. If the defense plays good, I don't see how we lose. I really don't. We'll see how good our defense really is. The one pretty good team we played, NC State, all they did was that on that very first drive, they had a good drive, and they didn't do anything offensively the rest of the game. We totally shut them down.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit ahead of our skis over here in Tennessee land. But it feels so good, we can't help it. We can't help it.
Chip, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Look, folks, we're coming off a natty in baseball. And by the way, we got the #1 recruiting class in baseball again.
Again.
This Tony Vitello, he's ridiculous. But anyway, that's a side note. Don't worry, I'll cover that later, though. This is awful, man. The rat poison is strong.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Anyway, now I'm going to show you an Oklahoma guy. Now listen to this. This is the kind of strangest take you could have, but there's a little bit of truth in it. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Tennessee fans, I know what keeps you up at night. I know what you do when you stare up at the ceiling, what you think about when it comes to September 21st. If you win that football game, and you do it in the way that a lot of you are crowing about on Twitter, oh my God, you're going to come in and blow us. Everyone outside of Norman says you're going to blow this team out. You're going to say, welcome. This is the welcome to the SEC party. You're going to do this, this, and that to him. But you know deep down inside why you're scared. If you win this game, and you win it like that, you're afraid of what's going to happen afterwards. See, Tennessee fans, they don't want Brent Venables to fail. They want Brent Venables to succeed. See, if Brent Venables fails, that means Oklahoma will need a new head coach. And who's a head coach that's hot right now that has ties to the University of Oklahoma? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Your big boy Josh. We love Josh Heupel. All week we've seen clips from 2000 and people putting up interviews from the old college game days back then. That's how long college game days been, even longer than that. But Josh Heupel was a hero. He was a god here in Oklahoma. And there's a little bit of bad blood between him and Bob. I know some of you are hoping that bad blood still exists. But that's kind of been squashed. Because if you have yet another successful season, which you're more than capable of having, because after this one, you got a couple of games left, but at worst, you'll win 9 games. You'll probably win 10 minimum, and you're going to the playoff. But then it gets really scary. Because OU will give Brent at least one more year, even if this year doesn't go the way we hope. They'll give him the next year. And we're going to play each other again, more than likely next year in Neyland. And then you're going to have fears of winning that game too. And then, if Brent fails, he's let go for whatever reason, picking up the phone is Joe Castiglione. Josh, I think it's time to come home. You know, we have a lot of statues on our campus of greats. How about you come win 100 football games minimum here at Oklahoma, and we put a statue of you next to Bob's? See, some of you are laughing, some of you are dismissing everything I'm saying, but I know what keeps you up at night. I know it's the thing you talk about at bars. It's like, man, I hope Oklahoma doesn't call Heupel. I hope Venables succeeds. Because I had Tennessee fans in my chat last week during the Tulane game saying, don't lose this game. For the love of God, don't lose this game. Brent has to stay. Don't take Josh from us. He beat Bama. Don't take him from us.
Oh, I think he's already decided they're going to lose. Is he rooting against Oklahoma in hopes that Heupel wins and they get down on Brent Venables, and then he can hopefully have Josh Heupel back? Everybody wants Josh. Everybody wanted Tony Vitello. It is what it is. Did they get Tony at Texas? Remember Texas was going to get him? Didn't happen, did it? Nope. And that's the same thing with Josh Heupel. We're going to keep winning, and we're going to have a great run with Josh Heupel, and nobody's going to come take him from us. And here's why.
Because we won't let it happen.
You think Danny White's going to let Josh Heupel go anywhere? And why would he leave? First of all, Bob Stoops fired him, blamed him for the offense that he forced him to run. And then what did Josh Heupel do as soon as he left? Have nothing but success with offense. He is the best offensive mind in college football. The only guy that's even close to him is Lane Kiffin, and we know what Lane did to Tennessee. Let me assure you, Heupel's not that stupid. He knows he's being treated great, and he's got all the support in the world, all the money that he needs. Look at our NIL. And Danny White, the AD, who's a huge Josh Heupel supporter, and that's key. You need your athletic director to be like this with you if you're a head coach. And all three of our big-time coaches have that, and our new ladies basketball coach as well, because he just hired her. And I'm looking for the Lady Vols to ascend back up to the top where they should be anyway. And then we'll have all four sports rocking and rolling. But anyway, I thought that was very interesting that that's where that fellow went, the Oklahoma guy. So, folks, I will be the first to admit the rat poison's everywhere. It's everywhere for UT. Can they handle it and still win this ball game? We will certainly see, but it's rat poison overload, big time. And I'm so pumped about this game, I can't stand it. 7:30 Saturday night. The Oklahoma fans are going to be juiced. They are going to be fortified.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you? Sucking back on Grandpa's old cough medicine?
No, oh no, sir. No.
And it's going to be wild. It's going to be loud. We're going to have some offsides. We're going to be behind the sticks multiple times because they're going to yell and scream so loud our offensive line's going to jump because they can't hear a thing. And it's going to be a little bit tough. We got to get through that first quarter. If we can do that and not get behind and let momentum help Oklahoma, I think we'll be in good shape. But it's going to be rough at first. They're going to be wild. Hopefully our offense gets in rhythm and then, we'll do what we do. Anyway, if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's continue to cover all these big college sports stories. If you have not, what am I doing with my hands? Subscribed. Boom, boom, boom. That little guy right there. Just hit the button. A lot of you watch my videos, you don't hit the button.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure. All right. And right over here's a video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy based on your viewing history. Something to do with the algorithm. Anyway, we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.